cosmos.
Hey there, stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer for the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. We're here to help you find your way around the sky tonight. Hey Dean, humor me. If you were to describe your height, what units of measure would you use?
Feet and inches.
And if we want to measure the distance to the moon, what would you use?
I could use feet and inches, but miles makes a lot more sense.
How about the distance to the stars?
We use light years. Distances in space are so, well, astronomical that it's hard to wrap our brains around them. So we created new units of measure to take us around the solar system and through interstellar space.
Let's take you to the moon, Saturn, and beyond. Okay, we have our sky set up for Sunday, July 26th at 10 p.m. facing south. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase, meaning it will be soon a full moon.
Every day, the moon will shift farther to the east. Here is the moon on July 27th, 28th, and 29th. Let's zoom in on a full moon and get our tape measures out. On average, the moon is about 239,000 miles from the Earth. We can find out the precise distance to the moon anytime by bouncing lasers off the reflectors set up by the Apollo astronauts.
The Apollo astronauts took 3 days to fly the 239,000 miles to the moon and 3 days to fly back. Our next stop is Saturn. The beautiful ringed planet is definitely a highlight this month. We have our sky back to the night of Sunday, July 26th, and the moon is to the left of a bright yellow star and above a twinkly red star.
The yellow star is no star at all. That's Saturn. To the naked eye, it doesn't jump out at you, but if we zoom in, Saturn is just the most amazing sight to see in a telescope. You can see the planet, the rings, the shadow of the rings, the moons.
Calm down, Dean. I know Saturn's your favorite planet, but let's do some measuring here. This week, Saturn is about 885 million miles away. Now that number is hard for us to wrap our brains around. So when we're talking about distances in the solar system, astronomers use a different unit of measure, the astronomical unit, or AU. 1 AU is the average distance between the Sun and the Earth. So we're about 1 AU from the Sun. In miles, that's about 93 million miles.
Since Saturn is about 885 million miles away, it's also about 9.5 AUs from us. AUs work great within the solar system. For example, we could say Jupiter is about 5 AUs from the Sun, Neptune is about 30 AUs from the Sun, and Voyager 1, our farthest flung spacecraft, is a whopping 120 AUs from the Sun.
Now, what about that other star, the red one below the moon on the 26th?
That's the star Antares in the constellation Scorpius the Scorpion, and it marks the beating red heart of the dreaded Scorpion.
Let's close in on Antares and measure its size and distance.
Antares is about 3.6 quadrillion miles from Earth, or 39 million AUs. We can measure the distance to Antares in millimeters if we wanted to, but those numbers lose all meaning for us.
Astronomers use light years as their unit of choice for measuring interstellar space. A light year is the distance light travels in a year, roughly 5.8 trillion miles. So a light year is a distance like a mile or an AU, and Antares is a whopping 620 light years from Earth.
It's by no means the farthest star you can see with the naked eye. That honor most likely goes to Deneb, the tail star of Cygnus the Swan.
Deneb is over 3,000 light years away. That means the light you see left Deneb around 1000 BC and is only getting to your eyes now.
So this week, get outside to see the moon at 239,000 miles away.
Saturn at 9.5 AUs away.
And Antares at 620 light years away. Measure the cosmos tonight as you
keep looking up.